God says, a final warning has been sent. A tragedy is moving toward your house, and if you don't act now, it will be too late to stop it. Don't make the mistake of skipping this. My child, stop scrolling. You were meant to hear this. Heaven is speaking and your soul knows it. This isn't just a moment, this is a calling. I need you to hear me now. What I say next may be the very thing that saves your household from what is coming. This is not just a word of comfort. This is a warning wrapped in love. And if you turn away too quickly, you may miss something that could have shifted your entire life. Comment Amen right now if your heart says, God, I am listening. You must understand the urgency. This warning isn't coming without reason. There is a shadow moving toward your home, a storm you cannot see yet, but I have seen it. I see what you cannot. And this is not a time to be asleep spiritually. The enemy has set traps. He is moving quietly, and his aim is destruction. But I, the Lord your God, am sounding the alarm before the impact. Not because I desire fear in you, but because I desire to save you from what your eyes have not yet seen. This is your wake-up call. The path you're on has cracks that could crumble beneath you if you don't act now. There are decisions you've been putting off, sins you've been tolerating, and doors you've left open. The danger is not in what's already happened, but in what is on its way. And it's closer than you think. That's why this moment matters more than you can imagine. I've sent angels before you. I've whispered in the quiet. I've stirred your spirit, but now I'm speaking louder. Do not ignore the signs. You've felt the unrest. You've noticed the strange resistance. Things that used to work aren't working anymore. Doors that were once opened seem to be locked. This is not a coincidence. It is me calling you out of comfort into consecration. You cannot afford to live casually in a time of war. You are in a battle whether you want to be or not. And I have given you weapons, but you must choose to pick them up. If you believe I'm speaking to you right now, comment 1-1. My heart is not to harm you, but to protect you. I want to cover your house. I want to put my hand on your family, your finances, your future, but I will not force myself where I am not welcomed. I gave you free will, and with that comes responsibility. You must choose to turn. You must choose to rise, and you must do it now because what's coming won't wait for your convenience. It will either be faced with my covering or faced alone. You ask God why now, because there is a window that is closing. There is a divine moment and you are standing in it. I am offering mercy before judgment. I am offering light before darkness tries to settle in. There are things in motion in the spiritual realm, and though you cannot see them, they are very real. But so am I. I am more powerful than any storm. I am stronger than any curse, but you must run to me, not from me. You must turn fully, not halfway. You've heard my name, but have you known my heart? You've gone to church, but have you given me your home? You've prayed for change, but have you changed your path? I'm not asking for perfection. I'm asking for surrender because I cannot bless what you refuse to place in my hands. I cannot protect what you hide from my covering. This tragedy that's moving won't be stopped by luck. It will be stopped by obedience. And this is your moment to step under my shield. I've seen your tears. I've seen the pain you don't speak about. I've seen you smile in front of others while you crumble inside. I know every battle, every worry, every silent cry, and that's why I'm speaking now, because the pain you carry does not have to be permanent. There is healing in my presence. There is safety in my arms, but I'm calling you to take this seriously, to stop waiting for someday and move now. The warning is not punishment, it's protection. You think you've got time, but time is not promised. The tragedy is not just about one event. It could be a broken relationship, a financial blow, a health scare, a deep depression, or a spiritual attack. The enemy wants to shake your foundation. But if you hear me now and act, I will raise up a wall of fire around you. I will cancel what was sent against you. But it begins with your decision, your choice, right here, right now. Some of you have opened doors you never should have. You let bitterness take root. You allowed anger to stay. You flirted with sin thinking you could control it, but it has begun to grow. I am not condemning you. I am calling you back because I love you too much to stay silent. My grace is available. My forgiveness is real. But you must repent, not just with your lips, but with your life. I am not asking you to be religious. I am calling you to relationship. I want your heart, not just your habits. I want your love, not just your attendance. You were not made to live afraid. You were not created to live under attack. You were formed to walk in my peace, under my wings. But peace is not automatic. It follows obedience. And I am asking you, will you trust me enough to return? Will you surrender what you've held on to for too long? If you are still reading this, it's not by accident. I've drawn you here because I don't want you to miss what I am about to do. I am about to move in your life in a way you've never seen before. But the warning had to come first because my miracles are often born out of moments of obedience. Your act of faith will unlock what heaven has stored up for you. But delay could cost you something precious. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky, as the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. This is not just another word. This is your confirmation. The thing that's been pressing on your heart, the decision you've been delaying, I'm speaking directly into it. Choose me, choose life, choose to stand up, to clean your house spiritually, to remove what doesn't belong, to forgive who hurt you, to break the cycles, to walk away from what you know is destroying your peace. I see you. I haven't left you. I've been waiting for this moment. And now that it's here, I'm not asking for small faith. I'm asking for complete trust. Because when you give me your all, I will give you more than you can imagine. I will guard your house. I will guide your steps. I will pour out what was withheld. But this is your moment to act. Don't miss it. Don't delay. Like this video if your spirit feels this was meant for you. That one act of faith might just be your starting point. This is your chance to draw near, to come out of hiding, to rebuild the altar in your heart. The final warning has come, but so has my invitation. My love has not run out. My patience is long, but not endless. Today is the day of salvation. Today is the day of return. Do not wait for the tragedy to knock. Open the door to me instead. I will enter. I will heal. I will restore. You were never meant to stand alone in a battlefield, meant for warriors clothed in my strength. Listen to me now. Don't harden your heart. This is not just another message floating through the air. This is heaven knocking on the door of your soul. The warning I've given is not to create fear in you, but to awaken you. This tragedy moving toward your house is not some vague threat. It is a real assignment from the enemy that has been carefully planned. He has studied your weaknesses. He has monitored your patterns. He knows exactly where to strike. But I, the Lord your God, am sounding this warning because I have already made a way of escape. I am not surprised by the attack. I am prepared for it. And if you will take shelter in me now, I will not let the weapon formed against you prosper. But you must not ignore this moment. You must act. You must rise in prayer. You must close the doors that have been left open. Doors of compromise, bitterness, pride, or disobedience. You've tolerated things in your life that are silently working against you. The enemy doesn't always come loud. Sometimes he enters as a whisper, a distraction, a temptation that seems harmless until it consumes you. That's why I'm being clear with you now, because the moment for halfway living has ended. Do not think I am angry with you. My love for you is deeper than you can comprehend, but love warns. Love protects. Love does not stay silent when destruction is near. I have been patient and I have waited for you to come back. You've wandered far in your heart. You've gone through the motions, but inside you know you've drifted. I'm calling you home, not because I want something from you, but because I want to give you what nothing in this world ever could. You've been searching for peace. You've been hoping that if you can just fix one more thing or get one more answer, then everything will settle. But peace does not come from control. It comes from surrender. And that's what I'm asking of you. Will you surrender this time? Will you give me what you've tried to handle on your own? Will you lay down your plans and pick up trust? You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to be willing. Comment 333 to declare your faith right now. You are not just someone wandering through life. You are my chosen. You were set apart before you were born. I placed my mark on your life. The very breath in your lungs was crafted by my design. And even now, after all the mistakes, the wrong turns, and the silence, I still have not given up on you. That tragedy that is coming does not have to touch you if you will remain under my covering. But the time to move is now. There is a shaking happening. I am shaking things that were never built on me, relationships that are not rooted in truth, habits that have drained your soul, patterns that you've excused but are robbing you of peace. You may feel like things are falling apart, but what you don't realize is I am allowing some things to collapse so I can rebuild them on solid ground. You asked for my blessing, but my blessing cannot rest on disobedience. So I am bringing you to a decision point. Choose today who you will serve. You don't have to fear what's ahead. If I am with you, you don't have to dread the future. If I'm already there, I go before you. I stand beside you. I watch behind you. I surround you. The enemy may come in like a flood, but I will raise a standard against him. My angels have been assigned to your house. My presence has not left you. But you must open the door again. You must make room for me, not just in the quiet moments, but in every area of your life. Some of you are clinging to things I've told you to release, and you wonder why peace keeps slipping through your fingers. Peace does not live in the same room as compromise. I'm asking you to trust me with the things you think you need. I'm asking you to believe that what I have for you is better than what you're trying to hold on to. That relationship you keep justifying, that addiction you say you've got under control, that bitterness you keep feeding, none of it can stay if you want the fullness of my protection. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financial freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You must choose, not with your words, but with your life. You cannot say Lord and still live like you are your own master. You cannot pray for blessing while living in rebellion. I don't say this to shame you. I say it because I love you. I'm calling you to come higher. I'm calling you to walk holy, not perfect, but surrendered, not flawless, but faithful. I don't want part of your heart. I want all of it, because when I have all of you, nothing sent against you will stand. Don't wait for tragedy to wake you up. Let love do it. Let my voice pull you out of the shadows. You know this world is getting darker. You feel it. You've seen it. Evil is increasing and hearts are growing cold. But my light still shines for those who choose me. My promises are still true. My power has not faded. I am still the same God who parted seas, who shut the mouths of lions, who raised the dead, who calmed the storm. And I will do the same for you, but you must believe, you must obey, you must take this seriously. You were not made to blend in with the world. You were created to shine with my spirit, to carry my name, to speak my truth, to walk in my authority. But you cannot do that if you are living divided. This is the moment of clarity, the crossroads where you either choose the narrow path or stay on the wide road that leads to destruction. The tragedy can still be stopped, but not without your response. I love you too much to stay silent, too much to let you drift, too much to let the enemy destroy what I've destined for you. That's why this warning has come. That's why your heart feels stirred. That's why you're still here reading these words. Because I've been drawing you back, not for punishment, but for purpose. Not for judgment, but for grace. My mercy is still available. My arms are still open. I've watched you search for meaning in so many places. I've seen you give pieces of yourself away, hoping someone or something could fill the emptiness. And now I am reaching for you, not with condemnation, but with compassion. I am telling you, come back before the darkness arrives. The warning is not random. It's not exaggerated. It's real and it is close. The enemy is moving fast, but I move faster. He wants to catch you off guard, but I am giving you the advantage. I'm speaking before the chaos, before the blow, before the heartache. What you do with this moment will shape the next season of your life. You have prayed for me to do something. This is it. I am doing something. I'm shaking your spirit awake. I'm whispering in the storm. Will you hear me now? This isn't just about one moment of trouble. This is about patterns that have opened the door to pain. It's about letting things go on too long without correction. You've let things slide that are now starting to bite back. You've told yourself it's not that serious, but I'm telling you it is. The things you've excused are now attracting destruction. The things you've ignored are now threatening your peace, and still in the middle of it all I have made a way out. But I won't force you to take it. Comment 12:12 if you are ready to walk into my protection. I have placed a hedge around those who truly trust me. My word is not just encouragement. It's a weapon. It breaks chains. It cancels plans from hell. It silences lies. But you cannot just read it and forget it. You must let it live in you. Let it breathe into your choices. Let it guide how you love, how you lead, how you forgive. My power flows through those who stay connected to me, and I want you to walk in that kind of power. There are things in your home that do not belong, not just physical things but spiritual ones. You've entertained thoughts that were poisoned. You've opened your heart to voices that don't carry my spirit. You've allowed in what feels comfortable but is silently corrupting your peace. And you felt it those sleepless nights, that sudden anger, the anxious energy that seems to hover without reason. That's not random. That's a spiritual leak, and it's time to close it. You are not just living in a natural world. There are spiritual realities all around you, and some of what you are facing is not physical. It's warfare. The heaviness, the cycles, the setbacks, they're connected to battles you can't see. But I see, and I fight for those who call on me. I fight for those who return to me with sincere hearts. I break what others said couldn't be broken. I restore what others gave up on, but you must come to me fully. Some of you are waiting for me to move, but I am waiting for you to surrender. You've asked me to change your situation, but I want to change your heart first. Because if I give you the breakthrough without the foundation, you'll lose it. You'll waste it. And I love you too much to give you a gift you're not ready to carry. So I'm calling you to the deeper place, a place where my presence isn't a once-a-week experience, but your daily breath. The world will not understand your choice. They won't understand why you're walking away from certain conversations, why you're changing how you live, why you're deleting numbers, unfollowing pages, cutting ties with what looks normal to them. But you're not living for them, you're living for me. And what they don't see, I do. I see what those connections would lead to. I see the roots behind the surface. And if you will trust me to lead, I will not fail you. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Do not let guilt keep you from returning to me. I saw every moment, I know every sin, and still I say, come. I have not rejected you. I have not changed my mind about you. My plans for your life still stand. The purpose I placed in you still lives, but you must walk toward it now. The more you delay, the harder it gets. The more you postpone obedience, the more tangled the consequences become. But if you will take the first step, I will meet you there. You say, God, I'm not strong enough. I say, my grace is sufficient. You say, I've fallen too far. I say, my mercy is new every morning. You say, I don't know how to fix it. I say, I will make all things new. But you must stop trying to do this on your own. That's what led you here. Now it's time to let me lead, not just with your lips, but with your life. Comment 777 if you're ready to follow me with all your heart. The tragedy that's approaching is not just about outside danger, it's about what could be lost inside. Your peace, your clarity, your joy, your family. The enemy wants to create chaos, not just in your circumstances, but in your soul. But I have given you access to peace that passes understanding. I have given you promises that hold, even when everything around you shakes. But promises must be believed, and peace must be pursued. You must make room for me. Turn off the noise, shut down the distractions, create space for my voice again, not just when you're desperate, but as a daily rhythm. Seek me early, invite me into the smallest decisions, ask me before you act. Let my word be the standard. Let worship be your atmosphere, let prayer be your breath. These are not just spiritual habits. They are lifelines, and they will protect you when the storm hits. You were not created to fear the future. You were made to walk with me through it. I am your shepherd. I lead beside still waters. I restore your soul. Even when you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you will fear no evil, for I am with you. But you must stay close. You must stop wandering. You must stop treating faith like a backup plan. I must be your source, your anchor, your Lord. This is your moment. The final warning has come, but it comes with a promise. If you return, I will restore. If you seek, you will find. If you repent, you will be forgiven. If you obey, you will be protected. I do not change. I do not lie. My word is forever, and my love for you is still burning. Come back now. Do not wait for the pain to grow deeper. Come back before the damage is done. I am here. This is that sign. This is me reaching for you. Before the pressure crushes you, before the tragedy finds an open door, listen to me now. This is not just a moment of comfort. This is a rescue, and you must take it seriously. You are standing in a spiritual doorway. One step can take you into covering and peace. The other, if you're not careful, will lead you into unnecessary pain. I am not threatening you. I am pleading with you as a father who loves deeply, fiercely, and without end. I do not want you to walk into a storm without me. I do not want you to lose what I've been protecting. The enemy has been waiting for an opportunity, and I'm telling you plainly, he has found a weakness. But my warning is your protection if you respond. Comment 999 if you believe my warning is for you. The enemy's plan isn't always destruction that looks loud. Sometimes it's slow compromise. Sometimes it looks like busyness, distraction, or emotional numbness. You've been slowly pulled away from me, and you didn't even notice it happening. one small decision after another, one ignored conviction after the next. But now your heart feels distant and your spirit feels cold. That is why I'm reaching for you now. Because you don't need another breakdown to wake up. You just need to respond to me in truth. The cracks in your life that you've been ignoring are starting to widen. You've told yourself that things will fix themselves with time, but that's not how it works. Unhealed wounds get infected. Unspoken pain turns to bitterness. Unrepented sin becomes a trap. And I'm not going to let that happen if you're willing to turn to me. I heal what others walk away from. I restore what others label too broken. But you have to stop pretending everything is fine and invite me into the places you've hidden. You've become comfortable with things that are damaging you. That relationship you're afraid to walk away from. That habit you keep saying you'll break someday. That lifestyle you keep calling freedom, but is actually leading you into bondage. You've been lying to yourself because the truth feels too hard. But I want to remind you, I do not leave my children alone in hard places. When you make the choice to return, I provide the grace to walk it out. I never ask for perfection. I ask for surrender. This warning is serious, but it is also filled with mercy. I warn because I love. I correct because I care. I speak now because your tomorrow matters too much to stay silent. There are blessings ahead of you that the enemy wants to block. There are people depending on your breakthrough that you haven't even met yet. Your obedience today will protect your family tomorrow. Your surrender now will set up the next generation to walk free. You think it's just about you, but I see the ripple effect of every choice you make. You've been carrying pain that doesn't belong to you. You've blamed yourself for things you couldn't control. You've let shame attach itself to you because of what others did. And you've let guilt keep you distant from me. But I want you to hear me clearly. You are not what happened to you. You are not defined by the failure. You are not beyond my grace. If you would just come to me with honesty, you would feel the weight lift off your soul. You would know what it's like to finally breathe again. Comment 110 if you believe I can lift that weight off you. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer, now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I'm not looking for empty words. I'm looking for a heart that's ready to come alive again. You've cried behind closed doors. You've questioned your worth. You've even wondered if I still hear you. And here I am speaking to you right now, proving that I never left. Even when you pushed me away, I stayed close. Even when you ran from me, I followed. And now I'm asking, will you stop running? Will you stop pretending you're okay without me? Let me back in. Let me take the pieces and make something beautiful again. Your future is not ruined. Your purpose is not cancelled. The tragedy that's been approaching doesn't get the final say. I do, and I'm calling it off as you step into obedience. What was supposed to break you will not break you when I stand between you and it. But you must not ignore this call. You must not delay another day. I will give you the strength. I will surround you with peace. But it starts with your yes. You know this isn't a coincidence. You've been asking for answers. You've been wondering if I still speak, if I still care, if I still move. This is your answer. This is the voice you've been waiting for. Not because I'm shouting from a distance, but because I'm standing beside you, whispering with love. I still have you. I still want you. I still believe in what I placed inside you. But you need to wake up and fight for your faith again. You've seen what happens when you try to live without me. The frustration, the confusion, the restlessness. That's not how I want you to live. I created you for peace that can't be shaken, joy that can't be stolen, love that heals the deepest wounds. But those things are found in me, not apart from me. Come back, not because you fear the tragedy, but because you've tasted the world and found it empty. I offer living water. I offer true life. You won't find fulfillment in success alone. You won't find peace in relationships that don't honor me. You won't find your purpose by chasing everything except my voice. You've tried those paths. You've seen where they lead. Now choose me. Choose truth. Choose the road that leads to life. Even if it's narrow, even if it's not popular, I walk that road with you. I won't leave you for one step of it. This isn't just an emotional moment, it's a spiritual awakening. What I'm stirring in you now is real. It's holy. It's urgent. I've been waiting for this opening in your heart. Don't let it pass. Don't silence the tug you feel. It's me. I know your name, I know your pain, and I know your future. I have plans to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you hope and a future. But it begins with your return. I have seen it all. And now I am telling you this again, not to scare you, but to save you, because if you ignore this final warning, you may lose something you cannot replace. I am not speaking in riddles. I'm being direct because the danger is real. There is something coming toward your house, something spiritual, something sent to divide, to confuse, to steal peace, and to drain you dry. And I refuse to stay silent while it draws near. This is not just another season of pressure, it's a targeted attack. The enemy wants to strike you in a vulnerable place, but I am still God. I have authority over it all, and I have the power to stop it, but you must do your part. Comment 1515 if you believe my hand can stop what's been sent against you. I need you to understand something. You are not powerless in this. You've been acting like you're stuck, like you're just waiting to see what happens. But I gave you authority. I gave you the ability to speak life, to pray protection, to tear down strongholds, to plead the blood of my Son over your family. But you've gotten passive. You've let weariness silence you. That's exactly what the enemy wanted. Because a silent believer is a vulnerable one. I'm calling you to stand again, to speak again, to pray with conviction, to praise even when it doesn't feel convenient. Because every time you worship in the middle of the battle, you're pushing darkness back. Every time you declare my promises out loud, you are weakening the grip of the enemy. And when you walk in obedience, even when it costs you, I will respond with favor that no one can block. But this isn't just about praying more. It's about removing what's in the way. I've been showing you things that no longer belong in your life. You've felt it. You've seen the red flags. But you keep trying to ignore the voice inside you because change feels hard. Let me be clear. What feels hard now will feel devastating later if you don't act. The things you tolerate today will take root and grow into something destructive tomorrow. You cannot afford to wait. There's a reason I've kept you up at night, a reason your spirit won't settle. I'm warning you for a purpose, because your house is sacred, your family matters, your soul is valuable, and anything that threatens what I love, I will confront. But I want you to confront it too. I want you to see it for what it is. That thing you've called a struggle is actually a strategy from the enemy. He's not playing games, and neither can you. This is the moment to break the cycle, to stop repeating patterns of brokenness that have been passed down. You know exactly what I'm talking about, the fear, the anger, the addiction, the bitterness, the silence, the anxiety. It's not just part of your personality, it's a spiritual chain. And you don't have to wear it any longer. I came to break chains, not just comfort you while you carry them, but I can't take what you won't release. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds, but this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You keep saying you want change, but change requires movement. It requires decisions that won't feel easy in the moment. You may have to walk away from people who don't understand your obedience. You may have to say no to things that everyone else says yes to. You may have to forgive someone who never apologized. But every act of obedience you choose builds a wall of protection around you that the enemy cannot break. Comment 1717 if you believe obedience builds protection. You are not crazy for feeling spiritual pressure right now. This is not just stress, it's spiritual. The shift you felt is real. Heaven is aligning things, but so is hell. And that's why I'm speaking now. Because as the darkness pushes forward, so do I. I never let my people fight without a covering. I never call without equipping, but I need your cooperation. I need your surrender. That's where my power meets your weakness. That's where miracles begin. Some of you are holding on to secret things no one else knows about, but I do. And I'm not disgusted by you. I'm not here to shame you. But I am here to call you out of hiding because grace is waiting to meet you right where you are.